There we go. All right, so plan for today for all you sick kids. You have 3 practices, okay? I'll turn back to quizzes to everybody who's present, or quizzes, exams. 3 practices are as follows. The Ed puzzle, rewind. The Blukit, which is on Ser versus Star. It's got a lot of big words in it that unless you take your time and read through them and use cognates and remember stuff in quarters 1, 2, and 3, it'll be really hard. The goal is to figure out is it Ser and a Star and which version of it to use. Best of luck. Second thing is an Ed puzzle on querer, to want. All right? We've been working on this since quarter 1, and we're still not where I want us to be, so I have a whole thing on that. The next activity is a Ed puzzle, and if I remember correctly, it should be on Ser versus Star as well. So, if the first time on the Blukit your score is, maybe take a break from it after you've given me your first score, so that way you can lock in at 30%. Then do the 2 Ed puzzles, and then go back to it. I didn't make any of them a quiz because with our exam scores the way they were, I'm a little worried about our grades in 4th quarter being a little lower than 3rd quarter, and I'm concerned about that. So I'm trying to avoid penalizing your grades overly much, just sufficiently much. And that is the plan for the day.
We don't have to do the practices?
Okay.
You just said the Ed puzzle we don't have to do.
No. Let me re-explain that. My apologies. They are not quizzes. They are practices. I don't want to penalize your grade overly much. So if you get a bad practice, remember you get 5 practices on average a week. 1 bad practice does not a grade tank. But 1 bad quiz can drop you about 5% overall for your quiz grade, which is 3% for the quarter, which will matter especially with the final exam at the end. Other questions? No? Okay. Public service announcement stuff. Put your cell phones away. We already talked about that. Teachers will be looking for that more because of 1 particular student.
Who?
Not important.
Jimmy?
Not to my knowledge. But now that you mention it, I'm going to ask you after I'm done recording. So, not to that part there. The last couple weeks of the school year, okay? I'm trying to find coverage for my newborn so that I can come into work because I know how much you guys love seeing me over a sub. Not really. So what I've got now is I've got coverage all the way through until the second to last week of school, which is the week you have your exams. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Worst case scenario, I will push your exams to the Monday and Tuesday of the last week of school. Please talk to your parents about not leaving school for vacation until Wednesday, if at all possible. Yes, so June 16th is the last day of school, it's a half day. June 15th and 14th, if you want to leave on the 14th and you have the attendance saved up for it, which means you haven't missed too many days of school, because if you miss a certain amount of my class, you have to repeat just because you haven't been here enough, sorry. No matter what your grade is, go Virginia law. So I'm trying to make sure that you looked at me like I killed a puppy.
No, because I mean like.
So if you're going to go on vacation and because of my inability to get like my exam's supposed to be on that Thursday before school gets out. And I was like, no way. Nope, not happening. Like I want it done before then because I don't want to grade on that
Who
Friday.
wants to?
Thank you. Okay, so I want to get it done the week before because I'm trying to get child care coverage. I'm working on that. So yeah, worst case scenario, I can't find it, I can't change the dates, and I bring in a newborn and we all get exhausted together. But I gotta get approval from Principal Garrett for that. Any other questions? All right, you have work to do. Oh, and if you get all that done, don't forget to send your Woolly is due on Friday of next week. You might as well get it done. I'll open it up for you on Monday.